All right. Is District 20 Director here today? No, it's not. Well, respected District 20 Director Khalid Abdullah, Program Quality Director DTM Mona Al-Kub, Club Growth Director DTM Yasser Al-Kashir, Event Chair DTM Sunita Raghu, Organizing Committee members, fellow Toastmasters, and Mass Speechcraft participants. Good evening to one and all. Welcome you all to District 20 first ever Mass Speechcraft. I am Toastmaster Oswin Fernandez, member of Young Adult Toastmasters Club, your Chief Sergeant at Arm for the session. Ladies and gentlemen, to complete this session successfully, we have some ground rules. To avoid the background noise, moderator will mute your microphone when you're not speaking. Refrain from moments while the camera is on during the session. Zoom chat options are restricted to host and co-host. If you need to communicate with the organizing committee, please use WhatsApp. During the presentation, the chat option is restricted to moderators. DTM Renush. For applauses, please use emojis. Now, let us all remind ourselves the core values of Toastmaster International, which is integrity, respect, service, and excellence. Now, to open the session, we have a dynamic Toastmaster as the event chair, who is a Toastmaster since 2018, member of 2 clubs, current District 20 retention coordinator for Bahrain, president of Palakkad Toastmaster Club. Please put your hands together to welcome distinguished Toastmaster Sunita Raghu to call the session to order and welcome the audience. Over to you, DTM Sunita Raghu.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Oswin, for introducing me to the audience and your support to this D20 Mass Speechcraft program. District 20 officials, fellow Toastmasters and presenters, Toastmaster Hanan and DTM Kamal Al-Shahabi, and my dear Speechcraft participants, a pleasant good evening to one and all. I, Sunita Raghu, event chair of this District 20 Mass Speechcraft, welcome you all and hereby call this program, Session 5, to order. I joined Toastmasters not because I wanted to improve my communication or leadership skills. I joined just because my friend insisted me to join. I didn't have any other option but to join. But till that time, I was under the impression that I was a very good communication and leader. But after joining Toastmasters only, I saw the real leaders and speakers. Then I realized there was some problem in the way of communication. And I figured it out. That was my tone and my body language, which often give wrong signal to the people, especially with my children. When I was trying to be very assertive, they presumed I was aggressive. When I wanted to say I was busy with something else, my husband presumed I was ignoring him. And numerous situations like this. Now I feel, and I think I am a better version of myself, that I'm able to convey my message with the right tone and with a better body language. See the problem with tone and the body language. Believe me, these sessions will not help you to deliver your speeches and your presentation, evaluation and table topic better, but also it will help you to improve your relationship with your personal life. It comes as a bonus, your relationship with your friends, family, and the colleagues will definitely improve if you change the way you communicate with the right tone, that is your vocal variety, and the body language. Effective communication depends much more on your tone of the voice and the body language than the words really we use. So today, I am sure you will thoroughly enjoy this session because we have two exemplary presenters here to present vocal variety and body language. So you will learn a lot. This will definitely transform you as a better speaker and as a better person also. So without further ado, let us move on to our education session. To help us conduct the session 5, we have an exceptionally talented and young distinguished Toastmaster here. He has joined all the way from UK to support us. He is the immediate past District 20 PR manager, past Area 30 director. During his tenure, he won the Best Area Director of the Year award. Is part of district debate winning team. Please put your hands together to welcome this creative and eloquent distinguished Toastmaster, Alan Paul. Toastmaster Alan, the screen is yours.
Thank you for that warm introduction, our event chair, distinguished Toastmaster Suvita Raghu. It's been quite a while since I received such a warm introduction. Thank you so much. Distinguished District 20 dignitaries, event chair, the organizing team, fellow Toastmasters, and invited guests, a very warm good evening to our 5th session of this unique digital mass Speechcraft training session. This mass Speechcraft is a unique initiative by District 20 to help everyone to enhance their communication skills and develop it further. Being able to communicate effectively is one of the most important life skills that you can learn. Being a good communicator is like having a superpower. You can convince your boss to give you a raise, maybe. Maybe you can win an argument with your spouse, or even get your kids to eat vegetables. Well, maybe the last one is wishful thinking, but you get the point. In the past sessions, we learned about how to structure your speech, how to give impromptu speeches. But is it enough to communicate? One of the most important aspects of communication is body language and vocal variety. Half of the things can be communicated using these two skills. And let's learn about it today from our experts. Setting goals is the first step into turning the invisible into the visible, and that is the motive of this workshop. And this statement totally justifies the theme of the mass Speechcraft: seek, soak, and succeed. So let's get started and learn how to seek out the best techniques, soak up all the knowledge, and succeed in becoming the best speaker you can be. Let's begin the District 20 Mass Speechcraft's 5th session. I am DTM Alan Paul, your Master of Ceremonies for the day. Now, before we get started, I would like to introduce the timer. Time and tide waits for no one. And today we have with us a meticulous timer who is going to keep a record of every second we all are going to spend today in this session. So I would like to introduce Distinguished Toastmaster Imelda Corralde. She works in ICANO as an executive assistant. She is an active member of Filipino Sabasang Bahrain Toastmasters Club since 2015. She was also the past president and past Area 7 director. Currently, she is serving as the Vice President Public Relations for the club. Thank you, our timer Toastmaster, Distinguished Toastmaster Imelda. All right. Now, moving on to our first session, and today's educational session, the first session that we have. Now, before we begin, it's very important that I tell you this. I would like to inform you all that the presentation is followed by a Q&A session, a question and answer session. So to have a smooth, uninterrupted session, all the chats will be disabled. So you can send your queries to the moderator, your questions, and the same will be read out by the moderator during the Q&A session. So whatever doubts you have, put them out on chat and it will be taken during the Q&A session, all right? Also, please note that the attendance sheet will be shared in the chat box during the session. Please fill the form and your feedback would really help us to improve, right? All right. So let's start with the much awaited vocal variety. To present, we have a dynamic Toastmaster here. She is a voice wizard extraordinaire. She is here to share her wisdom and teach us how to use vocal variety to our advantage. She will show us how to use pitch and tone and even maybe sound effects, I don't know, to engage our audiences, to make them laugh, and to keep them on the edge of their seats. A Toastmaster since 2017, she is the DTAC humorous speech champion, not once, but twice. That is like the highest level you can achieve in humorous speech contests. She did it in 2020 as well as in 2022. She is also the DTAC evaluation champion for Arabic for the year 2021 and 2022. She holds a master's degree in business administration. She is a certified trainer from City and Guilds and a certified internal auditor. By profession, she works as a senior manager at the Australian University in Kuwait. For me, she is also serving as the president of the club which I am a member of. Please join me to welcome Toastmaster Hanan Halouch with a huge round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you, DTM Alan. You are also a good friend of mine, right? And welcome. Good evening to all, and welcome to all of the attendees. Good number I can see. And today, I hope I will also add some value to your knowledge. Arvo Part, who is an Estonian composer of classical music, once said, "Human voice is the most perfect instrument of all." Some of you might think that my voice is only vital whenever I deliver a speech or whenever I deliver a presentation, but not that case. Imagine, like DTM Alan once said, if you are going to your boss to try to convince him of a new idea you have been thinking for a while, or you have done a great job in a project that you have been given for 1 year, and now you deserve a raise. Your voice will play a vital role in convincing your manager of your efforts and you deserve that raise. Imagine you went out with your spouse to the market, and your spouse, and you know whose spouse I'm talking about. She wants to buy something, but the family cannot afford it. Your voice will play a vital role in convincing her that no, we cannot do it, right? So today I'm going to help in adding some of the information that might help you in varying your vocal and using your voice. So today we'll speak about the vocal variety, why it is important, why should you care about it, what are the different elements of the vocal variety, and how can you improve it. I'm expecting my workshop to be interactive, so I'm going to ask questions. So please use the chat or raise your hand so that we can make it as interactive as possible. So let me start with sharing my presentation first. Now, my first assignment to you, I want you to listen to this speech, and I'm going to listen carefully because I'm going to ask you questions. Let's start.
Sorry, Hanan, we can't hear. Sorry to interrupt.
Okay, so my first comment that I received from DTM Allen is that he couldn't hear. So anyone can tell me what exactly the topic of his speech? Raise your hand, or maybe you can share in the chat. What do you think? You cannot make out what exactly was going. That's exactly what you don't want to seem to your audience. That's not the way to use your voice while delivering a speech. You couldn't hear him. You didn't get what exactly he's talking. And again, whenever I'm sure you have taken the facial expressions and the gestures. He had no eye contact with his audience. So that's a good example of the person you don't want to sound and appear to your audience. Vocal variety is so important so that you can pass your message. So let's dig deep into the workshop and move on. Vocal variety is the powerful, as I've explained, is a powerful tool that you can have as a speaker. It is important because it will show your audience or the person you speak to, it will show your emotion. It will show them that you are expressing yourself. So it is very essential whenever you speak to someone that he knows what is the emotion behind your voice. Are you sad? Are you happy? Are you excited? That's why today we need to know how to vary our vocals. Now, can you see this picture? These are the faces that you want to see whenever you deliver a speech. And one of the most important elements when you deliver a speech or you do a presentation is varying your vocal variety. So to capture the interest and the engagement of your audience, you have to vary your vocals. It will make your presentation good. And if you have a great presentation, you worked hard and you put all your effort in that presentation, it will make it unforgettable. It will make you sound powerful, clear, and engaging. Now, why the vocal variety can help you engage your audience, or how can it help you engage your audience? If you add emphasis in certain words, people will pay attention to these words. If you draw attention to certain words by using the certain phrases and the pauses, that will also help in your presentation or your speech. If you put the emotion behind the voice, it will get the emotional connection. Supposedly you are talking about a sad moment in your life or a sad memory in your life, and you've learned a lesson out of that lesson, let's say, you learn a lesson from that memory. So people have to engage with you and just be in that situation. You cannot say a happy moment while you are having a sad voice or a monotone voice. Your vocal variety can also help you be calm and reassuring. It will also help you, your audience will be also engaging while you are varying your speech. Now, what are the elements of your voice or the vocal variety? It is the pitch, the tone, and the pace. And you need to work on these three elements. Let's start with the pitch. What does it mean, the pitch? The pitch is how high or how low you sound. Let me share with you this example.
Toastmaster Anand.
Yeah.
I believe you might have to reshare the presentation by selecting the share sound option as well.
Okay, you cannot hear the voice?
No. Stop.
Okay, can you stop sharing? Okay.
Yes, stop sharing. Reshare it, and you will see an option called share sound. You
Yes.
Pick that as well.
Okay. Can you hear the voice
They
now?
see my disability, I see my ability.
Yes.
They call me disabled, I call myself differently abled. There are some incidents that happen in your life. Those incidents break you, deform you, but they mold you into the best version of you.
Okay, so this speaker, if you have noticed, she varied the pitch of her voice. When she wanted to emphasize a point in her life, she used the high note. When she wanted to sound sad or recall a sad moment, she lowered her voice. So it is very important for you while you are speaking or communicating with others, not to have a monotone voice. I remember when I joined Toastmasters, this was one of my main weaknesses. I had a monotone voice while delivering a speech of 5 to 7 minutes. And at one point, people become bored because they are not attracted, because whenever you use the high pitch of your voice, people will pay attention to you. When you lower your voice, it means that you are sharing a certain emotion with your voice. So varying the pitch is very important for you to pass the message. It's very important for any speaker to have a wide range of pitch, and you can practice that. So that's the pitch. Now let's take a practice.
They see my
How to vary your pitch. Now I have here 2 sentences, and I would like to ask for volunteers to, let's say, start with the first sentence. I want one volunteer to say it in a high, middle, and low pitch range. So moderator, I cannot see who is raising their hands or something. So if you can help me, and I would like to have some volunteers pitch in. Okay, let me help. Let me start with the first example. The sentence is, I want a new car. Okay, so I'll say it in a high, middle, and low pitch. Notice how varying the pitch will give different meaning to the sentence. I want a new car. That's the high pitch. I want a new car. I want a new car. When I said it in a high pitch, as if, for example, I've been struggling, maybe asking my parents to buy a new car for me, and they are not listening to me. That's why I'm now trying to emphasize, telling them I need, because this is something important. In the middle pitch, maybe I meant by saying in this pitch, maybe it's something frequent. I'm talking to one of my friends, and I'm telling them, this is my plan for this year. I want to buy a new car. In a low pitch, I want a new car. Maybe I'm frustrated, I'm disappointed because I cannot afford to buy a new car, and that's why I'm saying it in a low pitch. So how varying the pitch of your voice can give different meanings to your sentence. So that's an example. Let's take another example. Any volunteer here? Come on, guys, we are here to learn. Anyone? Can you hear me?
I can try.
Okay, please. High pitch.
People should love their neighbors as themselves.
Middle pitch.
People should love their neighbors as themselves.
Low pitch.
People should love their neighbors as themselves.
Okay, so when you said the sentence in a high pitch, what do you think the person you are communicating to, what do you think the idea or the message he received from you when you said it in a high pitch?
Means I was kind of trying to emphasize on them, or maybe I was like frustrated by their attitude towards their neighbors. So I wanted to emphasize that point.
Okay, middle pitch. What do you think? What was the meaning behind the sentence in this case?
Basically, you want to hear, you want to do it, otherwise I don't basically care.
Maybe you're stating a fact, maybe in talking to someone, and maybe just stating a fact to a friend or someone.
Yes.
In a low pitch.
Yeah. I'm just finishing it. I'm just doing for formality's sake. I'm just saying the sentence.
Again, you might be, maybe your neighbors are not doing their best, and that's why you are saying in a low pitch. You are frustrated, you are disappointed by them. That's why you are saying it. People should love their neighbors as themselves, right? So varying your pitch
exactly.
Varying your pitch can give different meaning to your sentence. Let's move on. Now, the tone of voice is the emotion behind your voice. Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you excited? Disappointed? Let's watch this video.
When we say tone, we generally mean all of those vocal cues combined and collapsed into one. So this kind of communication has a lot of influence on the way we're hearing people's overall message. It adds shades of meaning, it adds emotion, It adds attitude to what we are hearing, and we're often more likely to believe the person's nonverbal cues than we are the actual words. So if you ask me how I'm doing and I said, I'm fine, well, obviously I'm not fine. Even though the text says I'm fine, if you look at the transcript, my nonverbal communication, my tone of voice says I am not fine. And there's a sentence on the internet that's only 7 words that I've been seeing all over the place when you look at tone of voice and so forth that I want to share with you. It has only 7 words, but depending upon how you emphasize those words, the meaning of the sentence changes. So here it is in the basic sense. I'll just say it straight one time. I never said she stole the money. So I tried not to emphasize anything there. And now I'll do it where I repeat it, but I emphasize different parts of the sentence each time, and notice how it changes the meaning. I never said she stole the money. 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 And I never said she stole the money. So I'm hitting those words every time I say the sentence a little differently, and you can hear that it changes the meaning almost completely. So our vocal cues added to our words, our overall tone of voice, shapes the way we are hearing it.
Great.
When we say
So
tone,
for me, the tone of voice is like you are giving colors to your words. Whenever I write a speech, I underline the words I feel that are the most important words in this sentence, and I need to emphasize by giving it color. Color meaning the emotion, right? So make sure you vary your tone based on the moment or the incident you are trying to recall or you are trying to deliver to your audience. Let's take an
when we say
activity.
tone,
Repeat. I have these words: cucumber sandwich. So I want again a volunteer to one time say it in an angry way, another time you are happy, sad, lovingly, you are desperate, laughingly. Importantly, let's see how many times or how many different tones we can say it. Now I would like to call for some volunteers. Let's start with angry. You are angry. You want to say the cucumber sandwich in an angry manner. And let's speculate. What does it mean when you say cucumber sandwich in an angry way or in a happy way? I'll start, okay? So I want to say cucumber sandwich in an angry way. Cucumber sandwich. What do you think I meant? Maybe I was asking for cucumber sandwich for several times and nobody's hearing me, no one is doing anything, so I'm really frustrated. Or maybe I'm eating, and my mom, let's say, or whatever who cooks in the house is preparing every day cucumber sandwich, and today I'm coming, also I'm having cucumber sandwich, so I'm angry. I want something different. So now let's say it in a happy way. Any volunteers? Come on, guys. It's so easy. Are you sure you are there? Okay, so let me say cucumber sandwich in a happy manner. Cucumber sandwich. I'm so happy. I've been desiring cucumber sandwich for a long time. That's why when I saw it, I'm so happy that I received it. Then I want to say it in a sad manner. Cucumber sandwich. I'm sad because maybe I'm not getting it. I've been desiring it for a long time, but nobody is giving it to me. Lovingly. Cucumber sandwich. See how your voice in combination with your facial expressions and your body language gives a different meaning to your words. Okay, let's move on. The third element of your voice is the pace, how fast or how slow you sound. And let's watch the first video.
Do you think you speak too fast, too slow, or just right? When it comes to public speaking, you'll want to talk at a conversational pace. This rate of speech typically ranges from around 140 to 170 words per minute. If you speak much slower than 140 words per minute, you're probably not speaking fast enough for your audience. You might be putting them to sleep. However, if you speak much faster than 170 words per minute, you could be talking too fast. An audience could have a hard time understanding you. You also need to vary your pace. Sometimes you'll want to speak more quickly to demonstrate urgency or excitement, and other times you'll want to slow down or pause for dramatic effect.
Let's see an example of using your voice in a fast pace and a slow pace.
If you're somebody who speaks very fast, slowing it down is going to be an enjoyable experience for the audience. For example, if you're talking about a vacation that your family was going on and you were going to be late and you had to go catch their flight and you're running toward the gate and you thought that the flight might take off and then you ran there and you arrived, but you had missed the flight. You were there too late. But through this type of story, you realize that the changing of pace of the way you talk is really engaging to the audience. And by clearing out those crutch words, those ahs, those ums, it's an enjoyable experience for the people who are listening to the story, and they are going to engage that much more.
Okay, so you use the fast pace whenever you are excited, you are just carrying and trying to gear your audience toward an important moment. In this example, it was missing the flight. And then slowing his pace before saying or delivering to the audience that I missed the flight, right? See how he varied his pace, slow and fast.
If you're somebody
Okay, so when to change your pace, when to be slow and when to be fast. Slow is whenever you wanna deliver an important point. You are sad, so of course, you are, for example, delivering a speech while in a, let's say in a sad moment, and of course you cannot be fast. So in a sad moment, you'll have a very slow sound, confused. You're introducing a new important ideas. Fast, you're excited. You are talking about something urgent. You are talking about something passionate, or to show emotions. So these are the different, let's say, moments where you can vary your pace. I'll give you some guidelines now how to use your vocal variety in your presentation or while communicating with others. Speak with confidence. Vary your pitch. Utilize with your the vocal variety, utilize your facial expressions. I'm sure that you have noticed that I'm using lots of my facial expressions while talking to you. Practice before delivering your speech or your presentation. Use your tone to show your emotions. Utilize the silence, which is the pauses, calculated pauses in specific points. Use the variety. Just be natural. Talk about something that you know about and be natural and emotional about it. And thank you for listening. And back to you, the moderator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hanan. You have given us the tools we need to spice up our speeches, make them memorable, and avoid putting our audiences to sleep. We are feeling more confident and energized, and it is all thanks to your expertise. Thank you. So let's raise our voices and give a huge round of applause to Toastmaster Hanan for a workshop that was both informative as well as entertaining. You have fired up and got us ready to go. Thank you, Hanan. Right. Moving on, now you are going to witness another presentation on body language this time. And it is my pleasure to introduce to you our next speaker. He is a lecturer and author of 8 books, and latest one is The Mindset of Great Speakers. He is a District 2018 International and Humorous Champion and a 2018 semi-finalist. He is the one and only distinguished Toastmaster Kamal. He is a body language wizard, a Jedi of gestures, and his love for memes is stronger than a Thor's lightning bolt. Today, distinguished Toastmaster Kamal will be leading us in an interactive workshop on body language. As we all know, the way we hold ourselves, our gestures, our facial expressions can have a significant impact on how we are perceived by others. And DTM Kamal is here to show us how we can use our body language to project confidence, build rapport, and effectively communicate our message. So sit up straight, put on your best I am listening face, and let's get ready to be schooled by the one and only distinguished Toastmaster Kamal. Let's give a round of applause that's louder than a thunderclap.
Hi guys. I don't know why my screen is showing like that. I should be shown, right? Or no? Give me a second here because I think I should remove the background, right? Okay, so am I showing? Do you see my face, guys, or no?
Now we can see a
You can see like oh, okay. 1 minute, just give me a minute. Video should be, yeah, I put the normal video. Why am I not showing here?
Hi DTM Kamal, it might be because you're sharing your webcam. If you click on
Yes, I am
the arrow and choose one of the other options, we might be able to see you.
Okay, I choose the norm webcam, the normal webcam.
Do you have other options?
Blur my background, choose virtual background. Wait, I choose none. Okay, I am not.
You can ask DTM Kamal, you can go to the stop the option, click on that up arrow, go to settings.
Settings, yes, video settings. Okay.
That you will say camera. There will be a drop down in that.
Camera?
Yeah, there's an option called video. So,
yes, video.
And on the right hand side, you'll see yourself and
yes.
Click on camera and then you will get a couple of options.
Oh, okay. This
there you are.
All right, I am showing here, but this is not the HD camera anyways. It's okay. All right, what's up guys? Sorry for this confusion. This is the first time this happened. How are you? How is everybody? All right, guys, let's start. I don't want to take much of your time. I need you to communicate with me if you can. Open your mic anytime, ask any questions, or if you want to participate, because I will force you to participate. Don't worry about it. All right, so can I see my presentation or should I share it here? All right, I will share it if you want. It's okay. Let me share the screen. Where is the presentation? That's the presentation. Okay. Right, this is okay, here is the presentation. Kamal Shahabi. All right, hi, what's up, guys? All right, so let me hear your voices. How much of a communication or non-verbal? Of course, we are in a body language workshop today, so why don't you tell me? Why don't you open your mic now? I will stay here until night if nobody answers. How much of communication are non-verbal? Yeah, tell me in percentage-wise or number-wise, whatever you need. There are no wrong answers. We are not in university. Don't worry.
Probably more than 65%.
65%. All right. I have been seeing only the moderator is participating. I will call out people. I need you to open your mic. Don't worry. I will force you.
80%.
80%. Good, good, good. There are no wrong answers. I have here Renosh Thomas. He's on his mobile. If you want, you can open your mic. I have here Zakia Kazi. I have here Sansana Sam.m. I cannot hear her voice. I have Veena Nagaraj. I don't. Yes. Yes.
Most of the
Ah,
communication, especially with ladies, is
yes.
with eye contact, especially if we
Very
want to
good.
deal with
See,
any. Yeah.
this is so nice. This is the first time I've heard this. For 8 years I've been teaching. This is the first time I'm hearing eye contact. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Let's see. Preta Shukula. I don't know if I'm saying the right name. Sorry for that. Let's see. Manju. Where is Manju? Yalla, how much of communication nonverbal? Let's see. Ansi Maria. TM Natasha. I will call you out. Don't worry. Yes. Yes, maybe from Mars. They are communicating. Very good. Oh, I have here Samsung, the company Samsung. They are with us, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice. All right. So let's see here. Some of the research, some people accept this research or not. They say that almost, if you can see, almost 93% of the nonverbal communication comes with the body language. Now, here in this session, I am considering also the tone of voice. We are going to go through it only 5 minutes, don't worry. They are considered as body language. Some people agree with the study. Some people, they might disagree because especially writers, if you write and the content might be 90% of your communication. Anyways, we are going to do a couple of exercises. And as you can see on the screen, some of the communicators, they use almost 100% nonverbal communications. All right, now, as you know, people won't remember what you said. They will remember what they saw when you said it, which means that most people, they receive your message from their eyes, especially we are now in a social media era, so most people are familiar with pictures and videos rather than reading words or something like that. All right, so let's test our body language. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to pick any one of you and I'm going to send a private message there. I'm going to call out your name and I'm going to write a word for you. And I'll give you 30 seconds to express this word just in body language, and I need the audience to help. Yes, we will put you through this. Now, usually I do this for university students. They participate. I'm going to force you to participate for the next 2 minutes. I hope that you do, because it's going to be on your own benefit. So I need also the moderator to help me if I call out the name to put their video on the pen. Yes, moderator, I am making your life miserable, but sorry for that. All right, let's pick up. If you can please tell me on the mic. I will pick Raja. Raja, are you here? Can you? Raja, okay. Going once, twice. Yes, you are here, Raja. All right, good. All right, so I will send you a message.
I'm here.
All right, good. I will send you a message right now. I need you to explain it to the audience only on body language, and I need the audience to figure out what you are saying in body language. You cannot do voice or say the words. All right, Raja?
Perfect.
All right, Raja. So I am sending you on the private message, on the private message. See on your private message, the words, maybe the spelling is wrong, but I think you understand what I'm saying, right? All right, Raja, yalla, 30 seconds. Yalla, guys, help Raja, huh?
Lullaby. Rocking the baby.
Talking.
Newborn baby.
Putting the baby to sleep.
Sting.
Drowning.
Smelling.
Stinking. Or changing the diapers.
Changing
10.
diaper.
Okay.
10. All right, very good. Very nice, Raja. Yes, it is actually the words are diapers, but he has done a good job. All right, let's pick a last person because we have a couple of exercises. All right, let's see who we have here. I'm going to mess somebody's life today. Manish Seth. If Manish is here, please reply. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Manish is not here. Let's pick.
Yes, he has switched on his camera and mic.
Okay, Manish. I will send you the word. I will send you a word if you can explain it in body language. And the moderator, please help Manish to be on the video. All right, Manish, I have sent the word for you.
Okay, the
Okay,
word
what?
is
No, you don't say the word. You don't say the word. Manish,
okay.
you do it in a body language and let the audience help you out. Yalla, Manish. 1, 2, 3.
It's the tallest building in the world.
Oh my God,
It's-
Manish. Very good.
So what?
You have explained it very well. Very nice. Very nice. Manish. Thank you very much. The
Okay,
tallest
so
building in the world, guys.
yes.
Burj Khalifa.
Yes, Burj Khalifa. Thank you very much. All right, we will choose the last one. I need you to use body language. I need to see your body language on camera, guys, because I need to discuss this. I'm going to use a TM Anel Son John. Where is Anel Son John? Is here or? Anel Son John. 1, 2.
Yes. Yes, his camera.
Here. All right.
Camera.
Yes, present.
Yes. Okay. Very easy. Just check out your message. I'm going to send it for you. Just do it on the body language. Please do not say the word to the audience. All right. Very easy.
Sure.
All right. I have sent the message. And Nelson, please explain it in a body language. Do not say any word.
Okay.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Let me try.
Yes. Do not use your voice, huh? Yes. Help him out, guys.
Drink. Bottle.
Something.
Milk.
Yalla ya Nelson. 10, 9,
Tea.
8.
It's a beer or drinking beer.
6, 5, 4.
Somebody is close. Somebody is very close, but
3,
Refill
2,
the bottle.
1. All right, Daniel. All right, done. Thank you for participating. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It is a coffee shop. Very hard, I know. Extremely hard, usually.
somebody came closer with tea.
Yes. Thank you so much. All right, guys, if you need to explain any word or any situation, you need to be expressive. Do not be shy about it as much as you can. This is one of the only advice I can give you in a very short of time. It's very easy. All right, so we are going to talk about briefly if we can divide the body language into facial expression, of course, and the body and the voice. Let's go for the facial expression, guys. As you know, that there a huge difference when you use the body language on video and on stage. Now, who can tell me what you will use as body language on the screen mostly? Which part of your body? Somebody?
Face.
Yeah. Face, yes. Face and hands, yes. Hands and the voice. Now, usually, yes, if you are on a screen, You can't use anything else unless if you're showing half of your body, which 99.9% of any meeting or any keynote speech, you are going to do it by Zoom or online. You will not do it as a weird Toastmaster speaker do it, because I've only seen Toastmasters who stand like this and talk and deliver this speech. Usually most of the people, they sit and they talk, but because we are weird, it's okay. You will stand. So usually, most likely, you will use your hands, your voice, and your face. So let's go to the face very briefly, very briefly. Your face, of course, should match whatever you said. But if there is one advice I would give you about the facial expression, do not put your face in front of the camera most of the time, because it will be very uncomfortable for your audience. So if you want to put it only once for 2 seconds or something like that, it's okay. But usually keep your face a little bit far, but they can see your expression when you say whatever you're going to say, and you should look at the camera. Let's go for the body, guys. The body, usually in a video, you are only going to show above your tummy, right? So most likely you will use your arms. Again, you can use the stage on the screen. However, it's not going to help you much back and in the front. But if you are on a stage, it's completely different, because on the stage you can use the whole body. And as you know, the usage of the stage are, of course, when you are going to deliver the time specifics on your speech. Like here, I'm going to talk about the past, and here in the present, and here in the future. It depends on your language, of course. If you speak in English, you should go to the right side, because you will be on the left of the audience, because the English you read from the right to left. Sorry. So which means that you should be on the left of your audience, because you are the mirror of the audience, meaning that if you are going to talk about the past, you should be on the left, because you will be on the right of the audience. I think you get what I'm saying, right? And if you are talking in, for example, like Arabic language, we read from the right to the left. So you should be the left of the audience, because you are the mirror. So understand that as a speaker, you are the mirror of the audience, meaning that your body will reflect on whatever your audience is. So make sure that if you have low energy, your audience will be infected by your low energy, and so on. Make sure that you are the mirror of the audience. So let's go now to the voice very briefly. We have discussed this on the last workshop. Very well done. However, I will add one small thing, and it's very short exercise, which is to test your voice skill, meaning that I will also pick someone of you, and I will send a message, a thing, and you should only use a voice, and your audience should say which kind of word or which kind of a thing you want to explain by only your voice. For example, if I send to somebody like a word cat, so the speaker should do like a meow, meow, something like that, and the audience will know that it's a cat. And if I send a dog, something like that, I think you all understand what I'm saying, right? All right, so let's pick somebody right now and make their life miserable again. It is very easy. I will only give you like 30 seconds. Don't worry about it. We will pick a TM. Let's see. TM Natasha, she's here. TM Natasha or no? TM Natasha, going once, twice, thrice. TM Natasha is not here. Let's talk about Zaina. Zaina Hadi. Zaina Hadi is here. Okay,
Yes, I'm here.
Zaina Hadi. All right. If you want to participate, it's very easy. Just use your voice. Even if you don't want to open your camera, it's okay.
Yes, unfortunately, I
All
cannot
right,
open
Zaina.
the
So
camera. Not ready for that.
yes,
Okay.
okay, Zaina. So I will send you now a private message. Please do it only on your voice. Do not say words, huh, Zaina?
What do you mean? I should say something equal to it, or
Yes, equal to it. You cannot explain the word. You just make the voice of the word
I-
at the time sending.
I should not say, يعني read the word.
Yes, you don't read the word. Like for example, if I send you dog, you will do how, right?
Okay. Okay.
All right.
understand.
All right.
Yes.
All right, Zena. So I
Yes.
send you on the private message. Yalla. Please start. 1, 2, 3.
It's so difficult. Even the sound of
Try,
this.
why not? You try, they will help. Don't worry about it. They will help.
I
you.
can describe it.
No, do not describe it. Just use your voice. They will help you.
Even-
You
It has a very strange voice. This animal.
it's
But,
okay. Yes. Don't say animal. Yeah, don't say animal. Yalla ya Zena, yalla. 10 seconds.
It's found in Atlantis Hotel. I cannot.
10. All right, Zena. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. At least for
Unfortunately, I
participating.
cannot read. I cannot catch it.
Thank you, Zena. Thank you very much. Let's pick another one fast, guys, because only I have 2 minutes to finish. Don't worry about it. Let's pick MC Allen. Yalla, Allen. I will put you on the spot, huh?
All right, put me on the spot. Let's bring it.
All right, Alan. I don't need to. You don't need to even open your video if you don't want. It's okay. Okay, wait, Alan. I will send you the word, huh?
Okay. What should I do with this? Just
You should only use your voice to explain the word. Do not.
okay.
Like you say something about the word. Do not describe the word. Just do the voice of this word, okay? Yalla, Alan, I send you on the private message.
Yeah.
Yalla, guys, help him.
All his word. Yeah.
Yalla, guys, help him. Nobody's helping you, Alan. What can you do? Huh.
Say how you must do this. Oh, it's a burger.
No. You cannot. You cannot explain, Alan.
Okay.
Only.
Okay. If you know nursery rhymes, this word is in this nursery rhyme. Yeah. That is what the nursery rhyme.
10, 9,
What?
8,
Are they on a wolf? What is it?
6, 5, 4,
Cow,
3, 2.
sheep. Sheep.
Sheep?
How
No.
this
Cow?
Elephant.
doesn't have a voice.
Wolf?
Pig.
All
give
right,
up.
that's it, guys.
Monkey.
Yes. No. Khalas, done. Finish.
McDonald's.
McDonald's. See, someone said that. Someone said McDonald's.
What?
Yes. All right. Thank you very
You
much.
just said McDonald's. It's
Yes. You should make a voice of McDonald's. I think you know the advertisement. Para pa pa pa. I don't know if you know this, but should be known by everybody, right? All right. Anyways, guys. Even in Toastmasters, I have been doing those exercises like for years, and I have noticed one thing. The speaker is shy or not expressive enough to deliver the body language or the voice. When you are going to make a speech or you are going to say a message or something like that, your body should be expressive, meaning that when you are, for example, going to do sound of a dolphin, like what we have said, you make the sound of a dolphin. You don't need to be shy about it. Now, I don't know how to make the sound of a dolphin, but you need not to be shy because that's the speaker. You need to deliver your message about it. If I could try a dolphin, like for example, something like that. Now, it sounds like a zombie, but it's okay. At least I'm not shy about showing some kind of stupidity, maybe. Anyways,
To be honest,
so
I'm not familiar with the sound of the dolphin.
Zaina still here.
I'm not familiar with the sound of the dolphin.
It's okay. Zaina, you won. You won at least by participating. All right, thank you very much. So should be clear and purposeful. Do not do some kind of stuff. Now, guys, you also can replace some of the words on your speech, especially when you write your speech by gesture. Gesture is much more easier for the audience. Maybe it is harder for you. Maybe it's complicated for you, but it's much easier for the audience to understand gestures rather than words. So make sure that you use the body language as much as you can and always prepare for it. Have a different session of a preparation and training only for the body language rather than the words. And again, I cannot force this enough, especially in Toastmasters. We have this thing here that we over-exaggerate our body language and stuff, as you see in the World Champion of Public Speaking or in any stage in Toastmaster. My advice is just do yourself. If your style is over-exaggeration, that's okay. But you don't need to over-exaggerate to the extent that your body language cover your whole message and people might be distracted. Of course, you know that the bigger the stage, the bigger the audience, the bigger the gesture. Very easy to remember. If you need more information, you have this lovely book, A Gesture May Be Signal from the Soul that words cannot convey. And there are also some couple of books that might help you in your body language. You can also order this book in the middle. It's one of the most amazing books in public speaking. You will find it in Amazon and anywhere else. Thank you very much, guys. If you have any questions, I am here for you. Thank you very much, and back to the Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Kamal, for that amazing presentation.
Thank you. Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes,
Ah,
so
yes,
now
please.
we're proceeding towards the question and answer round. So I think the moderator can read out the questions
Yes.
or even take it directly. This case, so I would like to invite distinguished Toastmaster Kamal and Toastmaster Hanan on stage once again for our Q&A session. So let's bombard them with all the questions that you have.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Master of Ceremonies. Yes, I do have a couple of questions, and I'll also open the floor for a few minutes for those in the Zoom as well to share their questions, if any. But let me read out a few questions which I have. This is first to distinguished Toastmaster Kamal. The question goes like this. Most of us are not good in facial expression, or not, let's say they're not very expressive. But when giving a speech, can it be compensated by the body language and vocal variety?
If it's on stage, okay. But if you are using the camera, I think you should be familiar with using your facial expression. One of the most beneficial exercise that I do is to video yourself first. It's very easy. Video yourself first while saying the words. Now, I am telling you, I am the most dead person when it comes to facial expression. You cannot see anything from me. Dead expression if you talk to me in real life. However, if I will do some kind of speeches or something, I make sure for the audience benefit, I take videos, exercises in order for me to convey my message with the facial expression. So I hope that I answered part of your question at least.
I'm sure. Thank you so much, DTM Kamal. The next question is to Toastmaster Hanan. A quite interesting one. The question goes like this. Sometimes speakers overdo their expressions, and some speakers have very few expressions. Now, there are two parts to this question. The first part is, does it depend? That means when you're giving an expression, does it depend on the audience and the situation? That's the first part of the question. And the second part is, how much is too much?
Now, this question is related to facial expressions, right?
Yes.
My workshop was about the voice modulation and the voice variation, but I'll answer you. Now, of course, the type of speech you deliver and the stage you use will have a big interference on the way you deliver, the way you use your facial expression, your voice, and your body language. Supposedly you are delivering, I'll tell you, I'll speak from my own expression, from my own experience. I delivered my humorous speech in area level in like physical stage. So I was pausing when the audience laughed. But when I delivered the same speech through Zoom, I couldn't see the audience laugh, but I anticipated that at this moment, the audience would laugh. So again, it depends on your type of speech. Is it emotional speech? Is it humorous speech? The way you use your facial expression, they have to be natural and indicating, as I've mentioned, the emotion itself. You don't want, as DTM Kamal said, you don't want to exaggerate. You don't want to be dramatic because people will not believe you. I hope I've answered your question.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Another question to you. Can we imitate someone in a speech? Toastmaster Hanan, can we imitate someone in a speech?
Of course you can, but I don't recommend it because each one of us is unique. Each one of us has their own personal experiences. So you can imitate someone else while delivering a certain incident or recalling a memory, but you have your own and unique memories. So you need, for you to be a unique person, a unique speaker, try to create your own, let's say, personality as a speaker. Don't imitate, that's my recommendation. And you can always watch the famous public speaking champions. You try to imitate them at the beginning, just for you to work on your facial expressions, your tone of voice, but gradually develop your own character, your own personality, and that's the only way for you to succeed as a speaker.
Thank you. Well said. I'm sure the person who asked this question has got the answer. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Distinguished Toastmaster Kamal, what steps do you take to ensure that you have an effective body language, especially on a virtual platform? What steps do you take to ensure that you have an effective body language in a virtual platform?
Usually what I do is I took a lot of videos from my speech a lot of times, and then I keep evaluating my own speeches as much as I can. And if I see something that out of character by myself, I change it. So what I recommend is taking videos. It won't take that much of data from your PC, and it is easy to send it to somebody else also to give you feedback.
Okay. Don't go away. We got one more very interesting one. Can we dance during a speech? Does it help with language?
Oh, yes, it helps. See? It's okay. If you can do anything you want as long as it's in your own character, your own style. It depends on your speech. You want to dance, you want to do anything, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm sure the person who sent this question will start practicing that now.
Yes, yes. Please dance if you want.
All right. Toastmaster Hanan.
Yes.
Do you decide your pitch tone while you prepare your speech, or do you improvise when you actually deliver your speech in front of the audience?
That's a very interesting question. But in Toastmasters, since we are competing, of course, we practice. And I'm going to be very honest. I practice everything. I practice my body language, my facial expressions, my tone of voice. Even while I'm writing my speech, I would say that, as I've mentioned in my delivery, I underline the words that I want to emphasize while saying. I record myself. I deliver my speech in front of my friends, my mentors. And I would like to add to whatever DTM Kamal added. Please ask for feedback from your club members, from your mentors, from everyone. Don't be shy, because whenever you hear the feedback, you'll be able to implement. If you stand like this and expect yourself to know everything, that's not the case. I remember myself the first time I delivered my speech, I always had 111 here. And everyone was telling me, why you are sad? Why you are angry while delivering a speech? Listening to that feedback, I was able to improve. I also was, while delivering a speech, because when I joined in 2017, it was still physical meetings. I used to do like this while going and coming while delivering a speech. And then I've always made sure after delivering my speech, asking for feedback from everyone, not only my evaluator, everyone. And everyone was telling me, you are distracting us by your movement. So always ask for feedback for anything you feel that you need to improve on. And again, Toastmaster is a very positive environment. You do mistakes and you learn from these mistakes. If you don't learn within Toastmasters outside, it's going to be challenging. Learn, make mistakes as much as you can within Toastmaster environment.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hanan. Can I ask distinguished Toastmaster Kamal as well on his opinion for that as well, from a body language perspective, that when you're preparing your speeches, obviously you look at the left, you look at the right, you look at the front, you look at hand gestures, but do you change it at any point of time when you see a different audience in front of you?
You meant that I should change my body language according to the audience?
Yes. Has it ever occurred to you that you changed your body language, whatever you have prepared, but maybe you're in a different audience in a different situation and then you changed it?
Yeah, of course. You know, sometimes I teach young students, like from 15 to 18. So the body language for them would be much more expressive, much more exaggerated. But if I am teaching people above maybe 50 or 60, something like that, it should be like more calm as much as I can. And it really depends on the situation, because if you are in a professional setting, like your body language should express the professionality. But if you are in a Toastmaster environment, you could do anything because it's a positive and so on. So yes, for sure, you should change the body language according to the audience, of course.
Thank you. I think we'll take a last question here, and I'll put this question to both our keynote speakers. Now, here is one question. The person is basically working as a back office and a data entry operator. I think irrespective of the industry, what will be the professional career? What would be your one piece of advice that you would give to people to enhance their career goal, or let's say in the ladder, from a point of view? One is from the vocal variety, another one from a body language. So how important is vocal variety and body language in your growth for professional career? So I'll just ask Toastmaster Hanan your view first, and we'll have DTM Kamal explain.
Yeah, from my perspective, concerning the vocal variety, is very important for your career, because I'm a person who used to have good ideas concerning the operations, the let's say the new processes, new procedures at work. But I always felt, maybe it's not good idea, maybe it's not going to work. And then I get my surprise when one of my colleagues express that same idea and he gets a credit for it. So as much as you can, practice and don't underestimate any thought that you have. You express it. It can be right, can be wrong, that's fine, but you learn from your mistake. And you want to, whenever you want to express an idea, be confident and build your case. Practice it at home. Imagine your boss is in front of you, or the decision maker is in front of you, and practice delivering that idea or that initiative to your boss, or maybe that report about a project you have done, and you feel that you need to get a credit for. Always be confident. Always don't refrain from expressing your mind. Step out, let's say, step up and express your feelings and your emotions, your ideas, by using your vocal varieties. And whenever you are confident, believe me, you'll nail it one day. But if you are shy and you're not going to speak up, nothing will happen. You'll stay at your place.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hanan. This is Toastmaster Kamal. Your views.
First of all, thank you for giving me the time to think. It's a very hard question. I don't know who asked this question, but it's very hard. All right. Anyways, if I could give you two advice, simple advice that I use most of the times, is the concept of memorizing the person in front of you. If you use that, you can Google that, very easy. Memorizing the body language and the tone of voice on the person who is in front of you. It depends. If you are in front of your colleague, if you are in front of a manager, just try to memorize it. It really works like magic. The second thing is, which I use also most of the time, which I have been take this advice by Robert Greene, if you read his book, Seduction. Do not show the other person your true personality. Usually we are extremely evil from inside. So try, to calm down in front of the person. Do not show everything, Do not give all your cards to the person in front of you. And step by step, you try to seduce the person by your voice and your style, and then you will get the person on your palm of your fingers.
Thank you so much. I think it's an invaluable hint. And
can I add one thing?
Yes, please.
I work as a senior manager at my work at the university. So I'm talking from a manager point of view. When one of my subordinates come to me and speak his heart out emotionally, very natural, because as a manager, you've reached that level in which you can read people in front of you, body language, voice modulation, and facial expression. So when I feel that person is talking so naturally and spontaneous, and he believes that's putting the emotion into your word, and he believes what he's saying, I think about it. But if I feel the person in front of me is hesitant, he's not sure what he's talking about, I tell him, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to consider it. So that's the power of your vocal varieties, right? Even if it's not going to happen now, your manager will think about it, and one day he will make it happen. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I love this question and answer session, and we do still have a few more left here, but I'll get them addressed and I'll send to both of you, get it addressed and send it on. Thank you very much. A big round of applause to both our keynote speakers. Wonderful. It's been great to have both of you in this session. Over to the Master of Ceremonies, distinguished Toastmaster Alan.
Thank you. Thank you, DTM Ranosh, DTM Kamal, and Toastmaster Hanan for that amazing session. And now, without wasting any more time, to adjourn the session number 5 of District 20 Mass Speechcraft, let me invite our event chair, dynamic leader, distinguished Toastmaster Sunita Raghu. Over to you, DTM Sunita. Sorry, you're on mute.
Yeah. Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, DTM Alan. You're so energetic and so helpful also. I think you're also a tech savvy like our moderator, DTM Renosh, right? Well done. Thank you so much for interacting really well and helping both the presenters also to share their presentation. My sincere thanks to the presenter, Toastmaster Hanan and DTM Kamal Al-Shahafi for your exemplary presentation. And I'm so thankful to you that you took time and given a wonderful, your experience, shared your experience and made us understand so many things. My sincere appreciation and thanks on behalf of D20 organizing team for this session, Master of Ceremonies, Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Osman, and Timer DTM Imelda, and the moderator, DTM Renosh. DTM Renosh, you were a great support for me in this session. Thank you so much for that. And Alan, you are simply super. And I would like to again thank DTM Imelda and Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Osman. With all your support this evening, we completed one more session very successfully. Now, if anybody can open their camera, they can open. We can take a group photo also. I think most of them have, when the adjourn time comes, many of them have left. But whoever is available here, we can take a photo. Great. Yes.
Shall I go ahead?
Yeah. Shall I adjust?
I'll just take a photo.
Yeah.
All right. We got 17 participants. If I think only Samsung is left. All right. Here we go. Smiles, emojis. 1, 2, 3. All right. Done. Over to you. Event chair.
Thank you. So this video of this presentation will be shared in the members group, and our quality team headed by our DTM Seham is there ready to help you. All the participants with whatever doubts they do have more, because most of the doubts have been cleared by our presenters. If you have any more, DTM Seham would help you to understand better. With this, we have come to an end of the session 5. I hereby adjourn the session 5, and our next session, that is the last session, that will be in this series, the last one will be on 22nd March 2023, Wednesday at 8 p.m. Bahrain, Kuwait and Iraq time. So see you all again on Wednesday. Good night and thank you all.